Hey everybody, welcome back to Stringman Guitars. We're down here in the underground lair with a Taylor 324CE. It is new to Buddy, and he's having some string buzz issues. So the first thing I'm checking is the the neck relief, and looking at this thing, it is got a real big banana. Taylors are known for their playability with having very little bow in the neck. So we're going to try to fix that right now. Yeah, I knew something was amiss. Taylor really likes 6 or 7 thousandths of a relief. They play better when the fretboard is flatter, whereas a lot of other acoustics really want you at 12 thousandths. So, and he was saying he was having buzzing between the 7th and the 9th. Well, if the neck is too bananaed and you start to play up here, you're playing uphill against frets that are going to be higher, which is going to cause buzzing. So let's see what we just did here. I put about a third of a turn into the truss rod, and I have a 6 thousandths feeler gauge here, feeling gauge, and let's check and see. I brought it up to pitch, and let's see where the relief is. Put it in there and it just slides in at the 7th. That's a 6. And the buzz has gone away. So let's see here. There's a 7. Let's see how it likes that. Now, it was a big adjustment, so it's going to have to sit here for a while and take a chance. And that just fits under there. So it's between 6 and 7 thousandths of an inch. So I made that adjustment. We're going to let it sit overnight. Not overnight, about an hour. And there's between the 7th and the 9th. Up to the 9th through the 11th. So that seems to have sorted the issue. I was also noticing that the nut height was way off, but that was before I realized how bowed the neck was. You should have the target range is 22 thou to 20, or to 18 to 20 thou. Okay. And these are barely fitting in there with the exception of the E. I'll put the E on here. I'd say that's acceptable because there's no way I can hold it there where it doesn't buzz. So I might take one swipe at that with a file, but if I go up to the A, it's holding it in there. Go to the D, it's even a tighter fit. Come from the other side, and 22 won't even go under there without picking it up. So I think that's cut right. Let's see where the tuner calls it. Okay, so there's your open E. The F is just a half a the F is half a cent off. The F sharp is about the same. The G is about 1/4 of a cent off. The G sharp is about 1/4 of a cent off. So I might hit that with a file just to bring that one down just a little bit. That won't hurt anything. And we'll get new strings on it, get the fingerboard cleaned up, polish the frets, and get it out of here. And boy, isn't this a beautiful guitar. You haven't even seen it yet. The Taylor 324 CE. Look at this thing. Beautiful guitar. And he bought it used, and there's barely, I mean, I see a slight bit of, I mean, ever so slight bit of wear on the second fret on the B string. But everything else looks hunky-dory. String height should be marvelous. Lower than 6/64 and 5/64, right where you want it. So the only thing I'm disappointed with Taylor is the nut slot on the E, which we're going to fix right now on camera. We'll go with a 50. Live without a net. Alright, so we lowered the E nut slot, and now look at that. Just fits right in there without complaining a bit. And whenever I put the tuner on it, bring it to an E. Okay, it's right there. There's your F. I mean, you're talking just one line past. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're back. Took the strings off, and got a little blood on my hand because whoever strung this strung it up with the wraparound tie method, which is just the worst to get off. So we're using some fret eraser here. This is, you know, nothing gritty or anything here. This is 2000 grit, so it's very mild. And that mark I was saying that was on the B on the second string, it's pretty much gone just using a fret eraser. So yeah, it could have just been a little bit of dirt. There's some blood. Make sure I wipe that down with a little piece of alcohol swab. Alright, fret erasing is done. Now, oh, it's time for show and tell. Did you know that Taylor has a locking bridge pin system. If you ever had an acoustic guitar and you're going along and you're restringing it, and you're down at this end and you're tightening it up and stuff, and then all of a sudden bridge pin pops up half of an inch. Well, Taylor solved that. Years ago they developed a quite simple little locking bridge pin system. It just is the delight of all of us techs. Now this is simple green I'm using on here. It is not harmful to finish. It's not harmful to the wood. Just want to take any DNA off of there. As you can see, there was some dirt on there. So we'll hit it one more time. My allergies have gotten the worst of me today. I'm going to physical therapy for my back. And of course you're wearing a mask. So halfway through, even though you're wearing a mask, could have came from the mask, who knows? But I had to excuse myself to go to the restroom to wipe and blow my nose. Oh, there's something I bet he didn't see. There's it looks like a divot taken out of the 8th fret right underneath there. Could have been a factory second. I've seen that before. Okay, it's all cleaned up. Now I think this is the last time this bottle is going to get used. A little bit of F1 oil on the fingerboard. If you don't marinate it, it's just to condition your fingerboard. Which this, by the way, has, I love the inlays on this. This is just an overall beautiful guitar. You rub this stuff in and then you rub it off. You don't let it sit. It makes it very pretty. Make sure you get it up against the frets. I think there's one more guitar worth of oil in that bottle. There. You can probably see it right there. I don't know. Tilt this up. I don't know. Some leaching going on up here. Okay, now we have the bridge oiled, we're going to go back to putting the strings in. Don't lose the strings, man. You can actually hear a little click whenever you pull it up with the skinnier strings. Hear that? One more time. Ah, that one didn't do it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish stringing this up, and we'll be back. Okay, we are restrung, and don't know what gauge was on here before. We're going to go ahead and stretch these in. I always stretch the strings on both sides of the nut just to help things get seated better. Just give me a good tug. Now the plain strings don't need to have there's not much stretch. There's a little bit of stretch because they still got to seat around the wraps and stuff. I did not use the tie over method here because it's a pain in the butt for players and for when you go to change the strings. Get yourself all bloodied. What I do is I'll get two wraps around the E, get 3 around the A and the D and the G, and then anywhere between 4 and 5 wraps on the non-wound strings, because that's really all they need to hold on. Even Taylor's video shows you how they wrap strings. Now, it's had tension on and off of the neck. Let's just see where the relief lands. Check it in the playing position, not that it matters. On an acoustic, there's not enough weight to change that. So we've got our 6/1000s out at the 7th fret. Yep. We're going to let it set and acclimate to the new string tension on there, and then we'll come back and take a look. And the string height is very happy, very happy, very happy at the 1st fret. Hi, welcome back to the underground lair here. We have ourselves a Taylor 324 CE, and we have the, what have we done? We lowered the nut slot on the E string, so now everything is 22 thou or less. We straightened out the neck quite a bit. It had a banana in it. It was more than 14 thousandths of relief, and Taylor wants between 6 and 7, and it's sitting right at 6 right now. New strings, polished the frets, oiled the fingerboard with some F1. Also oiled the rosewood or ebony, I don't know what that is, bridge. Changed the strings, and that's it. We're going to let it sit overnight and call Buddy and tell him to come pick it up in the morning. If everything sits the way it is, we're going to put it back in the case with this humidifier and cut these strings off. In the meantime, man, this cold air is just driving my allergies nuts. In the meantime, be good to your neighbors. Check in on your neighbors. Found out a buddy of mine from church, who I haven't seen other than in the Zoom meetings for probably 6 months, 5 months. Just found out he has COVID, and pastor's preschool kid teacher has COVID. So be careful, wear your mask, be good to everybody. Everybody is stressed right now. If somebody gets your order wrong, don't fly off the handle. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't fly off the handle. Somebody gets your order wrong, your prescription wrong. Practice patience. Just be good to everybody. But this sounds huge. Okay, so take care of your neighbor. Peace. Please subscribe to my channel. Check us out on Facebook. And if you're in the Pittsburgh area, you need your axe made sharp again, give me a call. We'll sharpen that axe. Peace. Love you guys. Thank you.